Hey everybody, welcome to QuickTime Events, and we're doing something different today. Here I have a Tiger Electronics arcade games, little electronic Sonic Adventure game, and this is apparently very rare. I knew nothing about it until recently when someone on the Sonic Stadium made a video about it, which you can view right down there if you click down there right now. It's very extensive on all the levels. It's the only video or footage or graphics or anything that I could find on this game so far. So I highly recommend you check that out. He does a great job. It's very extensive, but at the same time very concise, and it really works well at showing this game off to people who have never played it. So here it is here. I'm going to try to get some nice shots of it. Essentially, it's built like an arcade machine. You take this little thing out, which is a pain in the butt, which I practiced a few times, so we'll see if I can get it. This little yellow stick. And you twist it in, you put it in, and then you twist it. And now you have a joystick. I recommend doing that because the D-pad's kind of bad. So anyway, what I'm really going to try to do here is talk about the things that weren't mentioned in that video that I talked about earlier. We're going to get some nice footage of it with my HD camera here. So we have name, which I could do where I could just restart. Now he mentioned that only only A does things, it jumps. That's not entirely true. I'm going to try to beat chaos here very quickly for you. Oh, and you'll notice that there's music in this video. That's because I'm adding music in, not because there's music in the game. Basically, you just spam a button, get some rings. I'm playing this with one hand, by the way. So. Then you beat chaos. Alright, so what I wanted to show off here is there's actually more to this game than was mentioned in the previous video, and that's what I want to talk about, in addition to getting some clearer gameplay, at least by my standards. So yes, you run forward, but what he failed to mention is that you can do this right here, which is a spin dash. Yes, this game has a spin dash. I wondered how they could leave it out. So you can do a jump, a homing attack, or you can use this, and I think this is the B button, by the way. I think the reason that he didn't mention this is actually because it doesn't really look that different from jump, and it doesn't use a sound effect like a spin dash would in Sonic Adventure. As you can see, you move forward, and it gives you momentum. Now, I didn't see him mention this in his video, but it's certainly there. And actually there were a few sections where when I did the spin dash and I went over some type of bump in the ground, it would actually fling me up in the air, and that was kind of cool. But as you can see, we'll run down here. This is what he was talking about in wide open sections. I'm just going to show the entirety of Emerald Coast. If you want to see the other levels, feel free to check those out in that video I mentioned earlier. Oh, you have to restart the movement. Oh. It's fairly easy to just run past this guy, that's why I'm not really worrying about it. This is a very cool game, don't get me wrong, I highly recommend checking it out. As you can see there, you're supposed to fall down, so there's a part up here I'm going to have to use two hands. I'm going to try to get this in the light again. So, it has very nice graphics, it's very advanced, as mentioned. So I'm going to do a spin dash here for him. If I had been holding forward, I would have kept rolling too, as well. And as mentioned in the previous video that I linked you to, there are actual game sounds, believe it or not. There's actually a Sonic Death sound that you might get to hear if I lose. I'm not very good at this game. I actually just opened it and just checked it out. But when I noticed the spin dash and I noticed that I could capture some pretty nice gameplay from it, I decided that I should make another video for you guys. So, as you can see, Emerald Coast has a lot of variety to it. There's this part right here, which is jumping. Okay, sorry about that. I had to use two hands for that. Over here is an extra life. Plays about half of that sound effect. Oh no! No, 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 no. Alright, as you can see, I died there. So basically, that's that. I just want to show that off. The pause screen is also very reminiscent of actual Sonic Adventure. But I just want to show off you can in fact spin dash, and there's some very clear gameplay. of this game with some music there in the background. This thing came out in the year 2000, and it was released obviously by Tiger Electronics. And there are actually other games in the series too. I believe Daytona USA, Hydro Thunder, a lot of Dreamcast launch titles. And honestly, if they have half as much effort as this game, then I would love to check those out. Quickly get it out of the way, I paid quite a bit for this, quite a bit more than it was actually worth, but I will say that I am very happy with it. I'm very happy that I managed to get a Tiger Electronics rare Sonic Adventure item, because I love Sonic Adventure, it's probably my favorite Sonic game, that is actually decent, and I think it really does justice to the game. And I think if this had been released on something like the Game Gear with a little bit more power, I'm going to have to take that out, that it would have actually been one of the better Sonic games, and probably one of the best handheld Sonic games, of course with a little bit more power than a Tiger Electronics game, but it was going in the right direction, and I think it's excellent. And it's interesting because this can now actually probably be considered the first handheld 3D Sonic game, so that's interesting and that's very cool. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like any more information on this thing, feel free to send me a message and subscribe for more stuff. Thanks guys.